Let's go. Go.
Yo, did you see all the trouble fucking Victoria's Secret is in?
Victoria's Secret. For whatever reason, when I think Victoria, I think Victoria Beckham, and I'm still stuck on the Spice Girls thing. Really quickly, I want to throw it out. Did you know that she didn't want to be a part of their reunion tour? And these bitches are pushing 40, 50 years old. Yeah. That reunion, yo. You know my favorite, the little Becky one of the crew. She really came into her own skin now. The Sporty Spice. Yeah. I think she was the first of the legs that turned me. I was like, oh,
that's funny.
I'm sorry. No, they fat shaming, right?
Well, so they got a little wild. The fucking CMO, Chief Marketing Officer Ed Rezick, made a statement that created the wrong type of buzz around his product. On Thursday, while giving an interview with Vogue, he stood by his brand's lack of casting transgender and plus-size models, stating, shouldn't you have transsexuals in your show? No, I don't think we should. We attempted to do a television special for plus sizes in 2000. No one had any interest in it. Still don't. I love his excuse of, no, man, we did that shit 20 years ago. Why are we gonna try it again? I love it.
What he's saying from that?
That's what he said. He said they've tried the plus size television special in the year 2000. No one had interest in it, so obviously they don't have interest in it now.
See, now what I feel like that could have gone, because if that was the 2000s, let's take ourselves back and let's remember, I don't know if it was Big Timers or the Hot Boys going to the 99 of the 2000s, and they talk about bitches backing that up.
Look at the background, the background.
So it could have been a bit of big ass fever that they figured, oh, maybe if we put some big ass girls on here, it's gonna cut something. I don't think hip hop, even though Bling Bling had came out at that time, again, we're barely getting a few words on the Webster's dictionary. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that culture of appreciating a thicker bone gal like we did from earlier days before. I think we're still on that anorexic bitch phase back in the year 2000. Were we not?
Yeah, I think so. Because and even like with the plus size and transsexual movement, if you will, I think that's really honestly have only been the past like 3 years that they started getting their voices, if you will. After he had said that, Twitter immediately responded, stating that this perception of beauty standards often portrayed by brands such as Victoria's Secret can be dangerous. Beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, genders, and sexual orientations. And one current employee of Victoria's Secret had actually reached out to Mike, the Mike.com website, and said that and they they were anonymous, but they said they were very hurtful that the company they work for would say something like this, especially considering the person that called in was a larger girl. And the thing that's funny though is after all this happened, the CEO Jan Singer actually ended up stepping down because the company's shares actually dropped. They were down 39% year to date. So this has really hit Victoria's Secret, and they are starting to lose a lot of money. And a lot of people kind of called out the Jane chick, saying that when you came in, you were like, oh yeah, we're going to change the beauty standards and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And still you got a bunch of skinny white bitches. So you're still not representing America and what's going on. Like, we live in people need to realize we live in a diverse world. Like it's a lot of different types of people. And so you got to kind of show beauty in all facets of life, if you will.
That's if they really wanted to really knock every sort of demographic out the way. But at the same time, though, not to say that they're trendsetters, because I have no idea where if their stocks project anything as far as fashion craze and waves, because their shit looks the same damn way it has since forever that I could think about it, especially when we worked against a competitor. Besides them having better marketing ideas, like I saw no difference other than the fact that same product, but we then I see, and I guess it's some kind of a sign because we catered to the bigger bone gal before, and obviously that company went into bankruptcy. Not to say that was the thing that caused it, but I think it was also pre a time where obesity has really, there's no such thing because everyone's overweight technically by whatever BMI scale. But at the same time, so I'm kind of curious as to whether their decision to do that is also the fact that because they are considered not a trendsetter but a staple, that they don't want to murk the water, so to speak, into what commercially we find as appealing. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost as if like they're like, by doing that, they're going to condone anything outside of whatever narrow view that they have, so that again we still hold that on a pedestal. Do you not think that, or is it not that deep and they just didn't consider more markets?
No, I think it's that deep. I think what a lot of times I personally believe, and I think that's part of the reason why America is in the mess that it is I think a lot of times you just have a lot of political parties, and so you have, I wouldn't be surprised if you have a case of Victoria's Secret stockholders, if you will, being a bunch of Republican men who they want to serve their base, if you will, and they don't want a diverse market, if you will. They want to push the same image of beauty, if you will. And so a lot of times you do get into those situations where you don't want to offend your political connects.
If you didn't like this podcast, it's probably cause you're racist.
Yeah.
Fuck your feelings though.
Yeah. What's up, man? You hear me?